everyone. Oh, this is fixed. That's good. That is. There we go. Much better. Hi, the generic person. How you doing? Okay. There we go. Now. Hello everyone, and welcome to another live stream. And I have been working. I've been hard at work. Working on the video. This is all I've achieved since the last live stream. The render times are getting dire. Yeah, I know they've very wide. I know. Generic person, hi. Pleasure to see you as well. But goodness gracious me, these render times are getting dire. It takes an unbearably long time. But still, I thought why I stream simply because, first of all, I'll need to optimize it somehow, and maybe that'll be interesting. And second of all, there is something else I could work on in the background, and that is obviously the mask. So let's do it. I hope that the graphics card won't crash, as it tends to do every now and then. Okay, hold on. Hi, the castle. How you doing? There we go. Hold on, SolidWorks is starting, so we need to give it a second. I could also check how my camera is doing, now that I think about it. Ah! I forgot about my very important charger. Hold on, give me a second. I won't lie, today has been a good start so far. It's early in the morning. There, I'm back. It's early in the morning and we've already got a fair bit of work done. Second live stream as well. It's good. Certainly a good start. That was my phone, don't mind that. How about yourself? Did you get all your software figured out? What do you mean all my software figured out? Oh, you mean with the mask? Oh, goodness gracious me, that was a long time ago. Not that long, but I didn't actually. I haven't had the time. Funny enough, that's kind of what I'm working on right now as you joined it. But I haven't figured it out yet. That's simply because I've been busy. I've been busy with the video. This video. The particle physics video. Exciting. Oh, SolidWorks just pinged me to let me know that the resource memory is low. I know, buddy. I do know. Okay, this is what the mask looks like so far. Could be worse. Certainly could be worse. What we need to do right now is this plate on the right. And also this right here at the top. Haha, this right here at the top is not actually needed. Yeah, it is not actually needed. There we go. Wait, or is it? Where are these connected to? Oh my goodness, you are joking me! No, that's idiotic! What would I ever... Oh, that is... supremely idiotic. What? Who authorized this? Oh, I have this whole separate part just for the... I mean, that could maybe help if we want to replace the faceplate. I suppose. Goodness gracious me, this is idiotic. I'm thinking if I should change that. Where's the supervisor? Oh, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Dreadful even. I am basically effectively, right here, I have a whole separate part just to hold up this part in place. As a connector, that's idiotic. Capital I, idiotic. But I mean... it will work. Not well, it won't work badly either. I hate this, it's terrible. Alright, whatever. Now, I did print these two parts already, which means that we can actually just mount them, and we might in a second. But first, side plate. This is still rendering. Actually, 3 more frames, if I'm not mistaken. No, goodness no, 23 more frames. So let's just start, let that render in the background. And in the meantime, what we need is Raspberry Pi 5 dimensions. That's what we need. And right here, there we go. Then the distance between these two openings appears to be 58. Yes, it is 58. That's good. The reason why is because on this side plate is where we'll need to mount these. So we'll need to check the distance between these holes. We'll need to check the rectangle distance. Yes. Okay. So let's first measure this. 34. Okay, so it's gonna be the same rectangles on the other side. It's almost as if Make It actually thought about it for once. That's incredible. Never mind, this is idiotic. Why is this idiotic? Why has it always got to be something? Terrible. Absolutely dreadful and terrible. Okay, 34. 34 by X. Sure. Now, file, new, part. Yes. Right plate originally was supposed to be the power management plate, but instead it will have to be the it will have to be the main computing plate. So side plate R, and this is 4.9.0. Are we already up to 9? Goodness gracious. Time does fly by when you're designing things. Nope, that's awful. Instead the rectangle. We're going to make a rectangle. We're going to center it like this, and then we're going to add in the dimensions, which were 34 if I recall correctly, and then 124.31388,692, I think. There we go. Splendid, and then just select it all for construction, and on each one of these we need an opening. This will be the connectors for our plate. So we select them for construction, not for construction, equal. And then the size of each one should be 4 if I am consistent. There we go. Then afterwards, what we'll need is... Well, that's a good question. How are we going to mount this? We'll need to bring it up. The reason why we'll need to bring it up is because it will be held up only by 2 openings, unfortunately. Unless we bring it up the other way. I suppose that could be a fair point. Could be an idea. Ah. Okay. Okay. Here's what we can do. We can set up a square on each and every single one of them. Now when it comes to the square, we would like select midpoint. Actually, I feel like we can do this better. We can just set them up to be collinear. We can set these up to be collinear. We can set up these to be collinear. And we can set up these to be collinear? Well, let me think. How many will we need in order to properly define them? Then we can do this. I don't think we need that many actually, set them to equal. This might be over defining. Yeah, if we... No, this is good actually, yes. Because then select midpoint to this. select midpoint to this. Okay. I think colon is correct. And then the only thing we should be able to modify is the size, correct? Which means that if we take that size and if we set it to be 6, then they're all properly defined. That is correct. Alright, brilliant. Oh, it even worked on the first try. Splendid. Then all we do is 8. What are you making? I'm working on the mask, as always. That's all I do. It's all I work on. Okay, then this could be the actual plate that supports the raspberry. That's not that bad of an idea. Did I already turn off the... Oh my goodness gracious me. Raspberry Pi 5 dimensions. On that count that you always... Hunting human. Okay. Right here, the distance between them is 49. The distance between these is 58. I hope, because last time I did this accordingly, it didn't exactly work. Right here we want 58. Right here we want 49. There we go. Then we can select it all for construction, and once again, oh, it's lagging like crazy. That's not great. Okay. There we go. Then let's bring this a bit higher up, bring this a bit further right. Let me have a think. Let me have a think. Let me have a think. How are we gonna slice this cake? Well, I imagine we would like these all to be on the same line. It won't look quite as nice, but, well, you do what you can. This. How am I gonna... Oh, damn it. This. Let's do this. Okay. This is the basic shape of it all. I hope that this will... Yep, it worked, splendid. 2 millimeters because we don't need anything more. Then if we get back to the assembly, and if we just add in the side plate right, then my hope will be that this will just fit in. Go. Then last time there were some issues, which I hope have been resolved by now. Okay, thank goodness. Yeah, it's a bit close. Damn it. Has to be even higher. Are you joking me? Fine, let's bring it up to 9. I want it to be as close as possible. Okay, this is fine. There we go. And then on the side, we will have... Oh, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Look at that monster. Okay. Yeah, the question is, how do I... Oh, I can't even mate it in any way. Well, that's new. Oh, that's new. And even more brilliant, right here, these aren't actually circles. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just worried that these holes will be off again. Because if they will be off, then that's, well, a fair bit larger. Fair bit larger model. Okay. Let's prettify it. Make it nice and all. First of all, 1, 2, 3, 4. Equal, and this corner, 4. Brilliant. Then, I feel like placing in the middle. Not the worst idea. Except every single time I select the middle, I have the same problem. Now we can take this line, this. We want them to be all equal. Oh, you are unbelievable. There we go. Correct. Now, next, we want all of the angles. How do I want to slice this cake, actually? Here's the idea. We can take this further. I'll bring it side. Then these can be collinear. These can be collinear. Oh, ha ha ha. This can all be in parallel. This can all be in parallel. Now that's curious. Let's try the same thing. Okay. Certainly could be worse. Now the question remains. Could be worse, could be better. Right here. Oh. Oops. Oh, my animation's finished rendering. I'm glad that it's not having any troubles actually finding what I wanted to extrude, because that sometimes happens. There we go. This is what this. And then it is actually an animation meant to represent the proton decay. No, wait, neutron decay. Proton's technically decay. For a second I thought it wasn't seamless. That terrified me. Because now we need to re-render a lot more animations. +1. K row, there we go. And right here we're adding 1. There we go. Go. Yeah. It's this is not bad, I do have to say. I like this video so far. Hi, this is hi, the complex thing. When will you think all the videos you are working on will be posted? I am mainly working, well, I suppose I am working on 3, but mainly on 2. This one, tomorrow, I imagine, possibly, if I'm quick. The mask one, well, that will take like another week at least, possibly 2. I'm struggling to figure out what kind of view I want for this actually, because this will start to get a bit cluttered, you know. Okay. Let me just save this as new, and then right here we would like what? The electromagnetic field, we don't want to keep it for now yet, that will be for later, but we do want to add another field, which in this case will be the W field. I didn't actually ask Remco if the -W boson and the +W boson have separate fields. For now I'm just gonna call it the weak field. Okay. And then the weak field will obviously have to be different. First of all, it would need to be weak field maths, and then another thing will be the color. Its color, obviously, also we want it to be different, simply differentiated. In this case, I have a rule. Thank you for the video. How long are you shooting for? Like, how long will the video be? Well, the nice thing about this video is that I've already recorded all of it, the entire audio segment, right here. Which means the video will be no longer than 24 minutes. It will probably shrink a bit as I'm cutting out all of the mistakes I did in the script, you know, all of the things, all the things like when I repeat myself, stuff like this. It will probably shrink slightly, so I imagine around 20 minutes, possibly a little bit more, possibly a little less, something like that. Okay, in this case, let's do position, separate X, Y, Z, then Z into math, absolute, and then mix color. The reason why is because for carrier, well, not carrier particles, only for fundamental interaction fields, but basically I want them to be white in the middle when they're active. When they move, I want them to do their thing. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Now we would like to start with all of the fields being empty, which means we go in right here, and we set this to be 0. Downquark field 0. Upquark field 0, and then also 0. And then finally the free gluons. There we go, our 4 fields. Splendid! Even before I started watching the streams, we were working in the mask. Really? You must have joined pretty recently. It's been 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks is not a lot for a project like that. You do realize that. It's not exactly easy to design something completely from scratch. This is version effectively 4.9. It takes effort and time, more importantly. Okay, this, beautiful. Now that we have this, actually, would we like the last line to be different? We might like it to be different. Or we might like not to. Let's see. My PC just glitched for half a second when I clicked equal. Now the issue is that the angles do change, which is not something we want. Fortunately, we can fix... Oh yeah, and they're not in parallel. Right, that's on me. I'm sorry, what happened there? Jeez, this is rough. Okay. Parallel. Parallel. Why does it always have to be like that? Why did you set yourself to be equal? Oh, damn it. Okay, let's, before we do that, keep this line as a constant. Simply to try to avert the catastrophe. There we go. See, just fine. Time said the video will be out before the bad one. What do you mean? Which one is the bad one? So it takes time, you know. It takes. You should know that. I'm doing these on streams. Okay, this is a good start, but just a start. In the middle, we have way too much material, an unnecessary amount, even. How could I cut it in a reasonable way? Bond one. Before the Bond one? Did I promise to be before Bond one? Well, I know what to tell you, it just took a fair bit of time. We're still taking. The previous on Patreon! I'll do everything I done for the video. How do I slice this cake? Okay. So now if we this angle at 125 actually. Wait, no, not 125, I'm an idiot. 150 or 35. Yep, because it is overlapping, I know. Here we go. Here we go. And are they different sizes? Oh my goodness, this is running extremely slowly, but it's fine. If we take these two, we set them as equal. Not bad. Certainly not bad. Right here, I really like the idea of just this being half the size. If we set this to be horizontal, we set this to be equal to this. Oh, why did you go this way? Why would you go this way? Why would you go this way? Oh, why would you go that way? Why is this locked? Oh, why is that? That is not great. You can work on the other more than the mask, so not only the universe do not want the mask, you don't. Complex thing, with all due disrespect, that is not a coherent sentence, and I have no idea what you mean. Not only the universe do not want the mask, you don't. You mean, is that a reference to the first chapter of the video? That chapter is scrapped, by the way, because it just wasn't good enough. I do want the mask video, but it takes a lot of time. Listen, the first roughly 15 minutes of the mask video are finished. They are available on Patreon because the entire video will be about an hour long, which means it's about a quarter of the way. But as I told you, it takes a lot of time. I don't know what exactly you want me to do in this scenario. Work more? I don't have any more fucking time to work! I already am spending all my time working! Okay, in this case we'd like... well, the distance for these to be maintained, right? But this isn't moving. This is curious, actually. It's already predefined. This. Not bad. Then there's one more thing I need to do, and that is this. Go. This is actually a very useful tool. I say that for almost all of my... like, basically, if I freeze this line right here, I can set it to be the side, and then this will allow us to control the angle that they're at. make it equal. Let's see. Be quite nice. What worries me ever so slightly is that this right here appears to be movable. I'm guessing it's because this right here is movable. So let me just fix this in place and see. Never mind. This also has to be fixed. Here we go. This side will be different. Yeah, right there, aren't they? That's both are the things we're doing right now, Ghostful. Right now I am designing this side plate right here, the mask. This one right here doesn't have any electronics in it, which I honestly could add the models of them. It wouldn't be crazy difficult. I could just do it. It'd look worse. Mask update incoming. Sick. Mask, I've been updating the mask for a while. I'm just not finished. The new faceplate is nice. We'll need to install it today. That's nice. And particle physics, because yeah, in the background I'm working on a video about particle physics. Multitasking. Okay. The one thing that bothers me slightly about this is that the width of the ones on the side. I felt that them being half the width would just feel right, but it doesn't. It does not feel right at all. So instead, let's try to set it to full height and see if it works. Goodness gracious, no. No. Okay. Apparently the reason why it doesn't work is because these cannot increase in size? Not genuinely. Can I not increase this to be like... Okay. I cannot! Oh, well, I'll be. The question is, why can I not? That is the question. Why can I not... Oh, because they're bound right here. Shit. Wait, no. This... The measurement. Delete the measurement. Yes. Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay, it's fine then. There we go. Much, much better. We could make them a bit more good. Like, there we go. Sick. Let's test it. Put it in the oven. Of the cold food all hot and cold. Ready models 4.0 side R. There we go. Splendid. Ah, there is. There are a couple things we need to do for this to work. Okay. If you don't mind, I'm going to plug in the camera so that we can work on our beloveds. Well, my beloveds. Battery exhausted. Well, I knew that was Damn it! Never mind, I might not be able to plug a camera after all. Oh wait, yeah, I need to start the print, don't I? There we go. I have a question though, Calculus 2 related. I don't know if I'll be able to help you with that, although I don't mind trying. What's your question? Ah, shit, yeah. Ah, the battery of the camera is dead. Hi, Mihaly, how you doing? This shouldn't take too long to print. 21 minutes, exactly. That's why I cut open these holes in all the prints, by the way. Not only for aesthetic reasons, but also because it's genuinely life-saving when it comes to the printing time for models. Another thing we could do, I suppose... Oh, my animation finished rendering. There we go. There we go. Ah, shucks. In this case, what we need actually is we need... Oh, I messed up. Haha, I messed up. I actually messed up. We didn't need... Oh, damn it. We needed a full neutron in this case. Well, that's irony, isn't it? Me trying to fix something by breaking it. This is the up quark. No, we want to start with one up quark. Yes, and we want to start with two down quarks, because that's our neutron. Minus 1/3. There we go. Yeah. It's a little hard. Say Px is a third degree polynomials with coefficients are a, b, c, and d. For descending powers of x, if a divided by 4 plus b divided by 3 by plus 3 plus c divided by 2 plus d equals 0, then show that px is equal to 0 for x which is in between 0 and 1. Well, I mean, hold on. Oh, jeez, it's quite something. Surprised there's a video on the channel about holding soup. Yeah, it's an old one. I did make that, didn't I? A by 4 plus b by 3 plus c by 2 plus d equals 0, you say. I don't know if I'll be able to help you. I wanna make that clear first, Ghostfall. Okay. I'm just gonna attempt because I find it a fun question. But I'm not gonna promise anything. Also, I'm waiting for the batteries to recharge, so might as well. P is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 for x in range 0, 1. And no, that's not that range. You get what I mean. Hi, the Sonic's Exploring. Hi, welcome. First, let's think about what that means. Plus d is equal to 0. See, the curious thing is that that's px equals to 0 for x... Wait a second. For some x between x... Oh, that changes it completely. I was about to say that if that would be equal for x between 0 and... for x between 0 and 1, then it would just have to be constant 0 all across the board. For some x between 0 and 1. Now that's a completely different question. That is way more difficult. Yes, it is. Let me think. A by 4 plus b by 3 is equal to minus c by 2 plus minus d. Right. Let's think about what it means. If we take that, the curious thing, okay, hear me out. If we add x's in this case into this equation, right? If we add x's, then this will definitely work for 0, it will definitely work for 1. We already know that. You have this. Well, and good for you in that case. I still want to give it a crack then. Dish 0 and 1. Net change theorem. F of 1 minus f of 0 is equal to 0. General antiderivative p of x is equal to f of x. Change. Wait, so what? Change at 1 minus change at 0. Don't interact with x-axis. Damn, Ghost, what did you need my help for? My goodness, that is impressive. I was sitting here with my crack pipe ready to go. What did you need my help for? Okay, hold on, I'm starting the camera. I was needing a little time to think. Yeah, okay. No, the camera is dying. We won't get much out of it. All I can do is, I think, just introduce you to the mask. Oh well, what do we have so far? This is it. This is what we've got so far. Right here. As you can see, it's lovely. This is the new plate I need to replace it for. We need to take this one out, put this one in. On the inside we also have this cable, which is the data line which is meant to go to the LEDs. So that's what we'll need to do. We'll need to install the Raspberry Pi 5 on the other side, on the plate that we're printing right now. We'll need to install the new faceplate, install a visor on that new faceplate, install this, you know, do all the things. I think, therefore you are. If d is not equal to 0, then f of 0 is not equal to 0. Oh, yeah, because the x in this case wouldn't fit. Yeah, you know what, that's actually a good spot. Yeah. No, that would be equal to... Yeah. No. Ah, good spot. Now. What are we to do? Danny's printing. We're waiting for the batteries in the camera to charge up. We're waiting for the animation to render, which means we can't do much there. What do? What's the new video about? Particle physics! Particle physics, quantum field theory, all of those things. All of those lovely things. We could... There was something else I wanted to do with this. I don't remember what though. Oh yeah, I wanted to add a camera. A spot for the camera at least. That's tricky. Because ideally, the best place would be, I think, right here. But for that we need to make a sketch, and then we need to extend it. Oh wait, dx! Oh, never mind, then I stand back what I said, I was correct. This would be just d. Yep. I take it back, I was right. Oh, because antiderivative. Oh, yeah, okay, misread. Absolutely misread it. Hear me out with this. We can open it up. We can No, don't proceed. Feature recognition. Right here, we can make a sketch. There we go. There we go. Actually, even better would be, you know what, I take it back. I take it back. Oh, absolutely not. No sketch. I would much rather define at least one of them. Is it really 3 point? That doesn't make any sense. The distance between this and the edge should be 4. Is it really not? That is ridiculous. Oh my goodness, now I need to fix that. Okay. Now what we would need to do in this case is define it as much as we can. Merge. Oops, absolutely not this way. Why would you think that I want you to merge this way? Alright. Let's delete absolutely all of them. And then let's select everything and let's fix them. Actually, with one measurement. You are killing me. There we go, 6. That checks out. Now let's copy it. Let's delete the sketch. And let's make a new part. That part will be... cam holder. There we go. That's correct. And then the reason why we want it this way is because if we have a sketch like this, we can extrude it by 6. There we go. Midpoint to this, vertical. Midpoint to this, absolutely not what I meant. Midpoint to this, horizontal. Piss off. It genuinely is a fair try. I'm trying this, is ridiculous. Horizontal, splendid. Then we can do an opening. Brilliant. This will be the connector we're going to use. Looks like a Lego piece, but this will be the connector we're going to use to attach the camera to the mask. Now all we need to do is somehow make a plate that will be coming off the side that would work for the camera as a cam holder. We could actually do it right here if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's just brilliant, okay. Like so, oh, that's not bad actually. That is not bad. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just measuring out the camera. Don't worry about it. It's not much. You're not missing much. $22. So right here. Ah, shucks. How are we gonna do it? Once again, how to slice this cake. like this. I just said 22, correct? Alright. There we go. For construction, and then at the end of them we'll have openings. Each one 3mm. This, I think, kind of an arbitrary size, but whatever. It is a fair bit arbitrary. But oh, piss off. Absolutely not what I meant. You're joking me. How can you? You are joking me. Why can I not move this? Push this in. That's ridiculous. Okay, doesn't matter. Alright, it's now enclosed because I forgot one line. Let's do 4mm this time actually. Normally I do 2, but this time it's the 4. Now. This is also pointing the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah, there won't be any space, unfortunately. Damn it. Oh, this finally rendered, that's good. Hi there, Alem. How you doing? Yeah, it's pointing the wrong way. We'll need to fix it, unfortunately. There we go. Okay, so in this case we want, for some reason my blender isn't opening. That's brilliant. There we go. And in this case, let's just give ourselves a little bit more loop. Brilliant. Now, the cam holder, it is just wrong because of this. It actually has to be pointing the other way. go. Let's keep this constant at something like 9. There we go. And then let's keep this distance constant. Oh, you're joking me. Why you like just stop it? Perpendicular. There we go. And then obviously you lose your mind because why wouldn't you? There we go. Now, this should work as a cam holder. So basically right here, we should be able to just take the cam holder. And we should be able to do this. Okay, progress. That's because then what we need to do is just effectively right here, cut a portion of it out. Have I made the same mistake twice in a row? I don't know, but there we go. Let's see it. Not bad. Not entirely bad. I do have to say, there will be a lot going on in this mask. Quite a lot indeed. What games do you play when you have the time? I haven't played it in a while, but one of my favorite games is Auction Not Included and The Finals. Those are my favorite games. I haven't really played them much recently. I've been busy. Okay. The good thing is, I have to say, I like this a lot. This has the potential to be pretty good. I really should make like a stand for the mask, you know? That's what I feel like we're missing. We could make something easy, like a hook right here at the top. And then I could just mount it somewhere. I've been thinking that I should like just mount a bunch of these hooks to the walls and then hang all of my masks in order. From version 1, from 0, 1, 2, 3, to 4. Yeah, I think I stream also every day. Almost every day. I've streamed over twice a day, Kasu. I stream a lot. But oh well, that's life, isn't it? That's just life. Now, Hydrash. I'm higgling the field. Higgy field. Higgy field. Okay. Give me a second. I just need to really quickly go and take off my fresh and washed lab coat. And then what we're going to do will be quite simple. Update the mask. That's what the coffee is for. You get me, Kasu. You get me. Okay. 7%. That is not a lot of percent. Alright, my camera has 7%. I'm pretty certain that by the time this battery dies, we'll just have the next one. But still. This is going to be fun. If you don't mind, we need to start with moving everything out of the way as much as we can. Moving this out of the way as much as we can. The knives actually we need to keep, because that will be the first thing we'll need to work on. Because I won't say it again, you better know which is the good words of the game. Unless of course war games, there are more former games are picking score because they were ready to show, right? When we are fighting, ask Sanzu. I don't know, and the other show for back to China. I met him, I said, so it was really cool, the best winning fight. I will reflect wherever I go, because wherever you go, and then you explode. Okay. First things first. What we need is a visor. And for that visor, I'm gonna put on my lab coat. We'll need to cut it out. Ah. There we go. Hold on, I need to prepare for this. Okay. Did you hear that? That was Danny finishing the print. Isn't that just splendid? Now this is going to be a tricky one. It's a very awkward shape. Yeah. Now it is. Let's do back to one. Browse instead. It's ever slightly small, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be close. There we go. That looks like a frustrating material to work with. Honestly, it's actually really pleasant. I like it. It could have been so much worse. Initially, my plan was that I would use like a plexiglass that I would then glue this on. But unfortunately, that material is so annoying to work with because it melts whenever you try to cut it. This one is all much easier. You can just put some tape on it, like this, put some tape on the other side, then try it a couple of times, like this. And there we go. This will be annoying. Well, that was as good as it's going to be. Hi, Mr. H. Now, another thing we'll need is quite simple. These, actually. In order to add them, that's going to be quite annoying as well. And just screw them all like this. Yeah, we can work with this. Before we do go on, however, let me first check. 419. Ah, one frame away. Perfect. The brush them on your mask. I told you it's actually a reasonable place to put the LEDs. I told you I might do it, and I'm gonna do it. Go. There we go. So now, in order for this to operate, we need mask. You're sick of feeling very mask. Okay. There we go. Then in the downquark field, no, in the upquark field, we'll have this, this will be 1.3, this will be minus 1.3. Like this, and then finally, importantly, in the weak field right here, we will have a doubly boson up here. There we go. I just press these, make it. You don't have to be so tsundere about it. I don't know what tsundere means. Okay. One, two, three, four. This is going to be quite rough, not gonna lie. This is going to be a pain. What a prophetic thing to say. Really gonna be disappointed if I do shops there. There's a topic I really can't be bothered to explain because it's too intricate. And also you're probably gonna be disappointed in me, so I'll abstain. Don't make references to these things then. Unbelievable. Don't make references to things you aren't prepared to explain. Cowards. There we go. See? We take this, we put the wire through the top, both the power and the ground through the top of the nose, and then it actually might be reasonable. It's gonna be rough, but it might work. Yeah. Okay, so there we have it. I'm gonna put it off to the side for now, because then, like how dear card, this example of secondary behavior doesn't explain anything. That doesn't explain anything at all. Okay. This is gonna be fun. If I'm not mistaken, the LEDs are actually soldered to the power, which means that we can't actually remove them. What we can do is we can put them off to the side, hopefully. Hope that they don't break. Brilliant. More left. The faceplate is very much a crucial part of the construction, which means once we remove it, well, most of these will very much borderline fall apart. There we go. As I mentioned. Okay. There we have this, which I hope right size. It does! Would you look at that? How very fortunate. In the meantime, we might as well export the cam holder as well. Hi Drolo, how you doing? Should be fine. Print 12 minutes for something this small, that's comical. Okay. There we go. Now what we also need is the side plate at the same time. There we go. Go. Splendid. Going to leave it on the side for now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a freshly printed side plate. We're going to mount the Raspberry Pi on it. Where is my box of M2s? I know for a fact I have it here somewhere. You won't be able to fool me. I know for a fact it's somewhere on here. Oh jeez, okay. So let's say, no, these are my integrated circuits. I always forget that the box of M2 is for some reason bigger than box of M3s. Because this is not a place for logic, you see. Now. There we go. If we push it too hard, actually, we might do some damage, so we need to be careful. I think this should be fine. We just effectively want to hold in place. Get back. Come on. Am I struggling with this? Really, this is the part I'm struggling with. Oh, buddy, we're going to have some trouble. See, Danny is already getting ready to pick a fight. Okay. Come on. There we go. Then, need this. The power connection appears to be extremely lackluster. We'll need to resolder it. There are a lot of things we'll need to resolder about this mask, so just add it to the list. The front LEDs, the main LEDs, there is a lot. Actually, just hit me. The front LEDs, they need a motor driver in order to work, which we haven't added yet. It will be important. There we go. Oh shit, you're joking. It doesn't reach. Haha! Well, as I mentioned, it sounded like shit. Might as well just snap it. Just short. Right size. Come on. I ain't got all day. Come on, I ain't got all day. Come on! You're killing me. Come on. Very slowly and patiently, you are killing me. I don't have time for that. Why can you not just hold on? Let me see. Something is off here. And I worry this might be my design, which is an issue because then that would take a fair bit of fixing. Finally. Okay. And my camera died. Perfect timing. Don't worry, I failed with it as well, so it's fine. Okay. We're back. Okay, come on, you can do it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yes. Then on the other side, we need to do the same thing, which will be orders of magnitude easier now that we have one of the sides sorted out. We have it. Now, Danny just finished printing this part right here. Last missing piece. Right here on the top. Added. Ah, but of course. But of course, what I just screwed in has to come out right away. We need to add in this. There we go. That seems fine. Then all we need is side plate right here. Oh, I worry that the longest screws I have might not actually be long enough. There are actually two different types of screws in that box. Couldn't help but notice. Some of them are extruding much more than the others. Yeah, exactly. Just just one of them in. For some reason, some of them are much different than the others. We need to sort them out then. fuck. Fortunately, this one will be replaceable. So don't need to worry about it too much right now. Hi, Cassian. Hi. How you doing? How you doing? Oh. Get back. Now, hardware-wise, actually, this would be almost last component. There's always something more. What is the metallic strip for? Which metallic strip are you talking about? You mean this? Because that's the data line that's going to the camera. Let me actually see. Holy shit, that is not bad. That is quite something. That is surely quite something. At the top, we will still need to add power management system. This rendered, that's good. At the top, we'll still need to add the... Why is the data line stripped thin and wide? Because it's a flex PCB. So it's basically just like a PCB board, except it's flexible. Hence the name. It's actually really common. It happens a lot for like more complicated data things. Basically, it's much easier to make a flex PCB than it is to do like a wire with a lot of connections. It can connect nicer. Okay, now we can turn this off. And right here. Hi, the macaroni. How you doing?
Hi.
Alright, and right here we'll need a loop. This is what we'll need. Okay. Oh. Should I get to designing the top side right now? Because unfortunately my camera is dying a bit too much for me to reliably work on it. That does look good though. We could also just power it, and you could try to set up the video stream. That's another thing we can add to the list of things to do. Ugh. Now. What? Now what? I really wish I could work on this video a bit faster. I guess I could just edit the audio on its own, see how much the fully edited one will take.
You could also hit back 500 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah, I could, but at this point, as I mentioned, if I don't know what to work on, then, you know, two dreams, there we go.
Also, day 3 of asking, make it to change the mass of the proton.
I'm glad that generic person inspired you.
Yeah. Well, it's generally more the concept of day X of asking Y to Z thing.
And then we need the image. Where's the image?
I had the image. Right.
And then crop top. And let's just have it flash. Genuinely be able to finish this tomorrow. That's nice. Finally, I caught your stream. Oh, Poncho, you just missed. You just missed me working on the mask. Now back to editing video and back to the boring stuff.
Hmm. Hmm. Purging heretics. What?
That wave animation looks like sound waves. It is not in fact sound waves, it's particles. In this case you have the background, you have the W boson, you have the down quark, you have the two up quarks, and right here you have three gluons mediating the strong interaction between them. Okay, well everyone, we've done the thing. This is the second stream, so I knew it was going to be shorter. But we did the thing, which is we did the side plate. We have spent the entire time rendering the animations. And once again, there's absolutely nothing more interesting I have left when it comes to making this video, because at this point our bottleneck is rendering animations. Which means that right now what I need to do is I need to set up an animation to render, wait for it to render for a little bit over 10 minutes, then add that render to the video, and then repeat ad infinitum. So I'm gonna go now, catch myself some rest, because it's been a long night. And for now, that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.